So the inspiration on having you here stems from the fact that there's been a wave of UFO sightings from the Ukraine on June 2nd of this year in Rozovka? Is that how you pronounce it?
Yes, Rozovka.
Where a guy filmed an unbelievable saucer on June 2nd of this year, and it's been making the rounds on the internet. Still hasn't been totally debunked to my knowledge.
Actually, my dad is from there, from Carpathian Mountains, and he saw once UFO when he was a little boy. And this is when I first heard about UFO experience.
Right up my alley.
So he was telling me he was maybe 9, and he was walking outside the house, and in the forest it was like really bright light coming really fast between the trees, and it looks like it was going to follow him and the track where was he, and he was very scared. He would run away, and the thing was like the saucer looked like a triangle. So he was telling me that I was a little girl, so it was very exciting.
Well, let's get to the big one, which is the UFO that you saw, which is an unbelievable story.
Thank you. I still can't believe I saw it.
Well, let's just get right down to it. What did you see?
Funny enough, I saw it with my dad, and every once in a while I call him on the phone because he still lives in Ukraine, and I'll tell, Dad, did we really see that, or is it just my imagination? He's like, no, we really saw that. And it happened, I think I was like 14, 15, I was a teenager, and we were walking from my grandmother's house to our place, and we walked to save the time, we cut through the farmer's market, and at night it's empty, and it's like a huge space. So we're walking, it was dark, and suddenly we stopped because we saw something really bright. It looked like a star, just like moving really, really fast towards us. And that's why we stopped and we just like staring at it.
So it started off appearing like a bright star, and it flew right at you.
And this object just stopped right in front of us. I think I could touch it if I want to. It was almost maybe 1 meter from me and my dad.
And it was that close to you? 3 feet from your face?
Like a little bit like above, but I guess I was smaller. So it was right in front of me, maybe like 1 meter away. It wasn't big. It was, it looked like a dumbbell. It was like a skinny dumbbell with balls on both ends. And it wasn't shiny or anything. It was just like a silver color. But then it was moving, it was really, really shiny. So it was stopped there for a couple of minutes. And me and my dad were staring at it. We didn't know what to do, we didn't talk at all. And it was just hanging just in front of us. Wouldn't move at all.
And it didn't make any sound whatsoever?
No, I don't remember any noise at all. It was just like really quiet. It was just staying there. No sounds, nothing, no lights. And then it started spinning again. It started looking like a star. In the beginning it was spinning like a little bit slow, but then it got faster and faster. And at some point it just like disappeared.
And you said it spun and then blasted off, or?
Into the sky, yeah, into a different direction. So it made like a triangle almost and stopped in front of us. So after that, I just looked at my dad, like, what was it? Like, it's a UFO, right? And he said, what do you think? Look how many stars we have around us and universes. Do you think we are the only ones? Of course we have neighbors. And I looked at this, like, I guess it makes sense. So I never talked in public about this because I just thought like, okay, it's our neighbors. But it was crazy.
Do you have any idea what kind of material it may have been made out of? Metal? Could it have been organic material like skin, rubber?
I would say that it would be metal. Mm-hmm. Something like a silver metal, very smooth But what's funny, it was nothing what I remember would make a statement, like nothing shiny or no, it was just very smooth silver metal. It was nothing what I don't remember anything on it.
And when you first saw it, you said it looked like a star in the sky?
Yes, that's why we started looking, because at first I guess we thought it's a fallen star, but then it was moving so fast, that's why it caught our attention. It was very bright.
And it came right at you?
Yes.
Did you feel like the thing was alive? Or like it might have been some sort of a small craft that somebody else was flying?
somewhere in my subconscious mind, I wish it would be alive. I wish it would be somebody there. That's what I hope. But at that point, I thought it's a craft. And my dad, he used to work in airport, so he knew lots of crafts, what we had at least on the other side in former USSR. So he told me it doesn't look like any craft that he knows.
What about nuclear reactors? Are there any nearby?
No, I hope not. No, I didn't know about anything.
And have you and your father discussed this again? Does he recount it the same way as you, or do you disagree about details about this?
He thinks we saw a UFO, and he thinks it was... He has no doubts. I mean, I think sometimes I do doubt my memory, but he thinks it's... of course we have neighbors. I mean, deep in my mind, I think like maybe on some planet they have my picture looking like staring at them.
Would you autograph it if they came and asked?
Yes.
Yes, that's good. Well, that's unbelievable. An amazing story. Do you have any theories on what it is? Are you pretty set that it's aliens?
After I saw that, I started researching a little bit, and I looked about UFO, of course, and I was like, always as a child, I was obsessed with it. And I would draw, I had a lot of pictures that I would draw of UFOs, and I always make them like round saucers. So that's why when I saw it, I was like, that doesn't look like a saucer because it's supposed to be round. And after I researched a little bit online, they said, I still don't know why, that over former Soviet Union, they saw this dumbbell saucer shaped. And over here, it's more like triangle shapes. I mean, it's definitely something that I'll never forget, and it's just really, it's really crazy. And more I think about it, more I think of how lucky I am that I saw that. Because sometimes now I go and just like stare at the sky, and I hope that we'll see something. So far, no other saucers.
So I understand that you're in another movie about to come out that deals with paranormal activity, right?
Yes, it's called Paranoid, and I'm playing one of the lead characters. And it's very dear to my heart because I love this kind of matters, and spooky is better for me. So it was a very interesting project, and we shot it really, really fast. And I think it was even very fast for indie feature. And I can't wait to see what we'll get.
Do you play a ghost?
No, I don't play a ghost, but I play, it's a couple of people in a house, and one by one something happens, like always, and I'm the last who's staying in the house, and I actually will have encounter with this thing that lives and abducts.
Well, thank you very much for coming. I really appreciate it. My viewers are going to love this one.
Thank you.
Well, this is Ryan MacLeod Morris signing out from UFORadar.com. Thanks for tuning in.